Welcome to my podcast. I'm your host, Emily Silkstone, and today I've invited Sharon and John to discuss Philip Rosedale's new video on performance boosts in the Extra FPS version of Second Life, especially the fresh PBR-driven graphics. We'll cover how they tackle performance hiccups, introduce settings like HDR, anti-aliasing, and sharpening, and why you should give the update a try, even if you're still on the older Firestorm. The floor is yours, Sharon and John.
What's fascinating here is Rosedale starts by addressing the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Those pesky performance issues some users experienced after the recent PBR update.
He actually apologizes.
I know, right?
You don't see that every day.
No, you don't. And he goes beyond just a simple apology.
Okay.
He explains that PBR, or physically based rendering, completely changes how light interacts with objects to create a more realistic look.
Okay.
Think about how light bounces off a real car.
Okay.
You see subtle variations, highlights, reflections. PBR brings that level of detail to Second Life.
Wow.
Making everything feel more tangible and immersive.
So it's like more realistic, more...
But that visual upgrade came with a cost, right? Some computers just couldn't handle it.
Yeah. Lag in a virtual world is like stepping into quicksand.
Exactly.
Not exactly the seamless experience you're hoping for.
No.
But the good news is Rosedale assures us those problems are largely fixed in Extra FPS.
Yes.
He even shows a demo, smoothly navigating through this incredibly detailed environment. And it's buttery smooth.
I know, it's amazing.
It's really cool.
And he emphasizes that this is just the beginning.
Okay.
Even more performance improvements are in the pipeline.
So those of you who are about to rage quit because your avatar was moving in slow motion,
Yeah.
take heart.
Yes.
A smoother Second Life is on the horizon.
Absolutely. And it's not just about speed.
Okay.
This update is also about control.
Okay.
Rosedale walks us through some cool new graphics options that give you the power to fine-tune your Second Life experience.
Like, okay, remember those super realistic objects we talked about?
Yeah.
Well, if your computer's feeling a little vintage, you can now turn off the HDR and emissive settings to boost performance without sacrificing all the visual flair.
It's like choosing between ultra graphics settings and dialing things back to medium.
I see.
For smoother gameplay.
Okay.
It's about making Second Life accessible to everyone, regardless of their hardware.
And then there's this kind of fun little addition.
Oh, yeah.
A toggle for the voice dot.
Yes.
You know that little indicator that pops up when someone is talking?
Right.
Now you can choose whether you want to see it or not.
That's cool.
Who knew virtual ventriloquism would be a thing?
It's a small detail, but it speaks to the level of customization they're aiming for.
And speaking of details, let's talk about anti-aliasing.
Okay.
Rosedale shows a close-up of an avatar named Strawberry. Hey, Strawberry. And you can see a night and day difference with SMAA turned on.
It's like putting on a pair of glasses for the first time.
Yeah.
Remember those jagged edges that made things look a little pixelated?
Yeah.
Especially close-ups. Anti-aliasing smooths all that out, making everything crisper and cleaner.
Gotcha. So it's kind of like...
It's the difference between watching standard definition TV and then upgrading to a crystal clear 4K screen.
Got it. And for you detail-oriented folks out there, there's also a sharpening filter.
Love it.
Rosedale demos this on a tree trunk and some grass.
Oh, cool.
Talk about making those textures pop.
It's a great tool for in-world photographers who want to capture those intricate details.
And then there are the tone mapping options.
Yes.
You get two choices, each with a slightly different feel.
Right.
It's like choosing between a warm vintage filter and a cool modern look for your photos.
Rosedale even sets up a scene with a moon in the background. Oh, wow.
To show how tone mapping affects the mood and atmosphere.
Okay.
He's clearly thinking about the artists and creators who use Second Life as their canvas.
So this is where it gets really interesting, though.
Okay.
Rosedale encourages users of both Second Life's viewer and Firestorm, which is a popular third-party viewer, to try out Extra FPS.
It shows a commitment to serving the entire Second Life community, regardless of their preferred tools.
That's really cool.
He's not just preaching to the choir.
Right.
He's reaching out to everyone who wants to experience a better Second Life.
It's like saying, hey, we're all in this together.
Exactly.
Let's make this virtual world as awesome as it can be.
But there's more to this story.
Wait, are you about to leave us hanging?
Well,
Don't tell me there's another update lurking around the corner.
Let's just say Rosedale isn't done yet.
Oh, no.
There's a whole other layer of improvements we haven't even touched on it. So there are even more updates coming to Second Life. Spill the virtual tea. What else is Rosedale cooking up?
Well, first off, he promises even more speed enhancements down the line.
Okay.
It seems like they're really dedicated to making Second Life a smooth and seamless experience for everyone.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets really interesting for those of you who like to tinker and create.
Okay.
Rosedale mentions fixes for water and something called invisiprims.
Okay, water, I get.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a shimmering virtual lake or a cascading waterfall?
Right.
But invisiprims, those sound a little more mysterious.
They are a bit behind the scenes.
Okay.
But they're essential for creators in Second Life.
Gotcha.
Think of them as invisible building blocks that you can use to create complex shapes and structures.
So like if you wanted to build a giant spiraling slide that defies the laws of physics.
Exactly. Or a whimsical treehouse that floats among the clouds.
Wow.
Invisiprims give creators the power to go beyond the limitations of traditional building tools.
Now I see why fixing them is a big deal.
Yeah.
It's all about empowering those creative minds to push the boundaries of what's possible in Second Life.
It's about giving them the tools to build truly unique and imaginative experiences.
Yeah.
Imagine the possibilities.
It's incredible to see how much thought and effort is going into these updates.
It is.
It really feels like the Second Life team is listening to the community and striving to create the best possible virtual world.
What's fascinating here is that Rosedale's passion for Second Life is palpable.
Yeah.
He's not just reading a script. He genuinely believes in the power of this platform to connect people, foster creativity, and push the boundaries of what's possible.
You can totally feel that enthusiasm.
Right.
He's like a proud parent showing off their child's latest masterpiece.
And that energy is contagious.
Yeah.
It makes you want to dive right back into Second Life and see what you can create, explore, and experience.
It's a good reminder that at its core, Second Life is all about community, creativity,
absolutely,
and the joy of exploration.
For sure.
And with these updates, that journey is becoming even more immersive.
Yes.
Visually stunning.
Yeah.
And dare I say, fun.
Absolutely. But, you know, as I was watching Rosedale's presentation, something else struck me.
Oh, don't tell me there's another cliffhanger coming.
No cliffhangers this time, I promise.
Okay.
It's just that, well, it was his emphasis on accessibility.
Okay.
Remember how he encouraged users of both the official viewer Andy Firestorm to try out Extra FPS?
Yeah, that was a really cool moment.
It got me thinking about how important it is to make virtual worlds inclusive and welcoming to everyone, regardless of their technical know-how or the type of computer they have.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Second Life is at its best when it's a diverse and vibrant community where anyone can feel at home.
Exactly.
Express themselves and connect with others.
And these updates seem to be moving in that direction. By improving performance, offering more graphics options, and catering to users of different viewers, they're making Second Life more accessible and enjoyable for a wider range of people.
It's like they're saying, come on in, the water's fine.
Right.
And we've got a towel for you if you need one.
Now, that's an analogy I can get behind. But speaking of inclusivity and accessibility, it makes me wonder if you could design a feature for Second Life. What would it be? What would make this virtual world even better in your eyes?
Yes, what would that feature be, bringing even more functionality to our beloved virtual world? Let me know in the comments. A big warm thank you to Sharon and John for this fascinating talk. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more updates, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.